I'm going live because I can. Because no one's live, and I just got kind of kicked out of another chat, so womp womp. Nobody wants to hear about me and my thing, my opinions, my little opinions. That's okay. It's all right. So I thought well, no, I'm not watching those. I got to change the captions. Just vibing. Hey, cheerleader for love, how are you? Yeah, I just thought I'd go live. I got kind of unwelcomed from a chat because those leftist talking points I have. It's not about the humanity behind the talking points. It's just about the talking points, I guess. Good. Good to hear it. Oh, I might have to get a. Oops, I have to get a beverage. Whoopsie. I'll be right back. Oh, does it? Oh, good. I know. I feel like I get that a lot. It's hard to make friends in this internet space, isn't it? Hi. Hi, Rip. What are you doing? I just had to. Oopsie. I had to go get a beverage. A beverage. Yeah, happens when you speak your mind, right? I don't know who Liberty Bell is. Does anybody know who Liberty Bell is in the chats? I know one of the Liberty Bells is Max, I think. I don't know. Maybe not. No, maybe not. I'm confused. Handles really confuse me. Oh, I tell you. I'll tell you. Rip, you been out there saving parrots? The parrots okay? Everybody good? Yeah. Oh my gosh, my voice. Wow. I have to open. It's a Diet Coke. I should get sponsored by Diet Coke. Yeah, I was just in a chat, and usually I try not to actually say anything in this chat. Although sometimes I say something, they won't let you speak. Oh, sorry. So sometimes I try to say something, but I am actually trying to provoke thought and not be like a, a troll. But I'm sure I come off as a troll, so I understand that a little bit. But I wish there'd be a little more grace from people who actually know me. But it sounds like this woman doesn't actually know me because she makes a lot of assumptions about how I am, how I behave, right? What I say, what I think, and what motivates me to think those things. And the conversation that I was in, she was talking about how um, she's very angry, really angry. So I don't know. The title of her live was something about if you don't agree with me, don't call me a Nazi or something like that. And so I was sorry, I took my cigar. I was She was talking about trans and like don't touch the children, and claiming that parents are when kids pick up a truck, when a girl picks up a truck instead of a doll, immediately the parents are rushing that child to gender reassignment surgery. Um, and that's simply not the case. And she's claiming that she knows how this process works when clearly she has no clue how it works and how often I don't even know how often children under the age of 18 transition. I don't know. And at the end of the day, that is a decision between the parents, the children, the families, the social workers. I mean, there's a million people that are probably involved. Psychiatrists, that's certainly not a decision. I've watched an adult transition. I know the process could be incredibly traumatic, and I am confident that there are good doctors that help families through this process. And I think it is tragic that it probably isn't an option for a lot of children who may then, may then commit suicide and unalive themselves because of it. And that is just not right. And so, for that reason, I don't see it at all pushing some agenda, which is what she accused me of, by saying that this should be something that trans that kids who are trans and hi necrosynthetic, hi Cam. Wow, I was kind of surprised. So anyway, so I said this is a decision between trans kids and the families and the doctors and all of the people who are involved in that very, very significant process. And I actually don't even know how often. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much. Rick. Um, I don't know how frequently that even happens, right? Like how frequently, hi David, it even happens that kids under 18 transition. And I realize it's probably far less. Hi Muskie. Yeah, it is not affecting her, and she's so upset about it. Like, I don't even understand that, and so that's why I did make a joke, and I know I'm a smart ass, but doesn't everybody know by now, Lavender, that I'm a smart ass? Does not everyone know that? I mean, is that not clear from how I am, who I am, what I am? And I try to be pretty nice in Vaughn's chat because she's let me back in or whatever. And so, but I also would like to at least provide some moment of reflection, you know, like, or maybe they don't, Lavender. Maybe I'm assuming that people know that I'm a smartass and that I'm going to call shit out. But I also can be wrong. I have been wrong before. No, don't be a dumbass. No, no, it's no, definitely. No, I don't begrudge her. I mean, at the end of the day, this is her channel, right? This is her channel. And so she is saying what she feels very strongly about. Um, and I understand that. That is fine. I understand that. But she was very, something had definitely triggered her because there was a lot of hate given towards people who support trans children or trans families. Families have who have trans. I was, wasn't I? Bigot. I know. Well, and here's the thing, Lavender. The word bigot actually is what it is. And so I'm going to be unfortunately the one who continues to call that shit out, calling balls and strikes. But you're right. It's not exactly gonna, yeah, I was fast and heavy. Well, I felt a little under attack, if I'm gonna be honest. So I kind of gave a little, I could have given more, Lavender. Yeah. Oh, she did. She got a message about eradicating from who? For Christ's sake. For fuck's sake. From who? Yeah, I'm a bigot towards Nazis. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a bigot towards Nazis and bigots. Yeah. Yeah, and fuck anyone. No. And yeah, Lavender, I do get it. And I actually, I mean, again, please don't misunderstand me. I'm going, of course. Of course I have prejudices that I'm obstinately attached to. I hope that they're based in um I hope that they're based in humanity. That's all, right? Like I hope that my obstinate attachments are for um I hope that my obstinate attachments are because all humans will benefit. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't speak for marginalized communities. She is a turf. I'm sorry. No, no, David, I'm just shitting on people because I can. Don't get it twisted. I'm not angry or anything. I just went live because I have nothing to do. I love this campfire and I was like blah blah. So, but at the same time, Lavender, you are right. Like I definitely can be I know I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong a lot. I know I also don't always have the facts. That's really hard because I don't always have the facts. Um I also have I think my daughter has helped me so much. Like I talk about this sometimes. Like in the last 10 years, the times that she has been able to point out to me, "Hey, mom, that's fucking appropriative." Like and that's not something that, like and then explaining what is appropriative about it and all that kind of stuff. And to me, that's not a burden. Okay, let me say this really, really loudly. acknowledging and honoring others is not a burden to me. It is a shift sometimes in what I have been raised to do, act, and say. But even if it's embarrassing or painful to have it pointed out to me, I am open to hearing those things. So I kind of feel like, like I'm willing to consider being, I'm always willing to consider being wrong. I've been wrong a lot. But I'm really just trying to, Rip, she's not a Nazi. She's not a Nazi. Okay, now come on, calm down. Okay, calm down. But um, if she's going to go on her live and do a rant, I guess I can go on my live and do an opposite rant that says, why don't we let people live? Why don't we let people live? How about that? How about that? Yeah, I understand her from monsters, but that's not. We don't want to. Like, I don't. I'm not here to do that. 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 Yeah, I think we do understand it. Don't you think, Muskie? I don't know. I feel like I spend a ton of time listening. I mean, I don't talk as much as some of these folks, okay? I don't point my camera at a wall and talk all the time. I could. But I have a feeling not many people would come to that because it would end up being kind of silly. I'd much rather have a campfire to look at. What a great day for justice! Yeah, they should probably shut the whole fuck up. Actually, they should. Talk about violence. You want to talk about violence in the trans movement? Let's talk about the TERFs, man. Those motherfuckers are real violent. Yeah, I know. Um, Max, it doesn't affect her, except for the fact that she's obsessed. As many of the people that we've encountered on this journey are, there are people who seem to be obsessed with children, gender, and sex. And I don't understand it. And I think that alone is cause to reflect. Sorry, not sorry. It just is. It doesn't affect her. It doesn't. And in fact, you know what it does? It actually hurts trans kids by her doing this because she's piling on to moral panic, right? As you said, and bringing a few others with her. Yeah, the GQB are the. I know the G. Hello. God, there's this one account that lists all the Republicans that have been involved in sex crimes. It's like, come on, you just this is objectively not what she thinks it is. It's just objectively not what she thinks it is. And I'm sorry, the very fact that you are threatened by trans women, the fact that you feel like they're taking something away from you as if being a woman is pie, that's bigoted. Hello? It's a fucking definition. Hi, Santifa. I'll wait. Hi, Santifa. No, like, come on now. The fact that you're threatened by trans women, who are women, by the way, trans women are women, trans men are men. Period. Full stop. Oh, stop it, David. Stop it. Stick to transnational crime, David. I'll take the trans humanity here. Yeah, I'm just not. I'm not apologizing for my behaviors. I'm not apologizing for anything I said. Um, exactly. They can all go oceanward. I'm not apologizing. Man, I says, BK, that's so. Well, you need a bigger robot. Just get a bigger robot. I want my own private litter box. Oh, I'm glad you found us too, cheerleader. Cheerleader for love. Yeah, I don't know. I was just really kind of like, well, what the fuck? I'm gonna go online. We've done spaces the last couple days because of J6ers and that funness. That has been really entertaining. Not really. And let's see, what else? Gosh, I don't know. It's just been like, I think with the Proud Boys, the seditious conspiracy, yay, hooray. And then there was that, oh, hi, old astronomer. And then there was that other thing where they got some, okay, BK, good to see you. Good to see of you. See of you later. Crouching Kevin, Hidden Pam. Meow, meow. Um, yeah, good day for justice. I'll take it. I feel like we got a little Dart Garland this morning. Little naughty Merrick. Oh, Terrio will definitely enjoy this in the shit box. When is sentencing? Because I kind of missed that. Because I had to take my daughter to work. When is sentencing? Do we know? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you know what? We can watch. We can watch the news.
The implicity is shown or proved through their concerted action as opposed to actual words or an explicit agreement. And while
September.
I think if you were to charge an ex-president in a seditious conspiracy, you're going to want more than kind of, let your actions speak louder than your words. There is something to be said for the fact that here they proved a conspiracy not based on their actually express agreement so much as let's take their actions, their concerted actions, and say that makes that an agreement. And I think that insofar as you look at the former president's actions, they kind of feed into that discussion of, well, geez, they were convicted. Why isn't he in the same pickle for having at least implicitly agreed through actions?
Yeah, you're both alluding to sort of how this case worked, and there is less precedent for the reason David mentioned, and yet, to put it in simple terms, this was a more aggressive
Yeah,
stance that
Carlo
DOJ took. They obviously
Karloff
thought
has
they
been
could win.
amazing. Randy
Prosecutors
Buckman,
hate losing any
amazing.
case, but
So
especially
many.
something of this magnitude. The Times echoes the point you make, David, saying the rulings permitted jurors to convict on a conspiracy,
Also, Inner City
even if they
Press,
found there was no
another
plan to
good.
disrupt the certification of the election, but merely a, quote, unspoken agreement to do so. And as for Attorney General Garland, who we've pointed out in this program, was clearly slow on some of this. We know that because we don't have all the information about a case, and we'll always update our understanding as we go, but we have indications for Mike Pence, for example, who's one of several key people pursued far later than other probes had done. Having said that, David and Joyce, it does appear that
Yeah,
now on this
J316. That
flank,
was a
the
little
Justice
intense.
Department
I'm
is
not gonna
full
lie.
steam ahead. A huge
A little
victory, I think,
intense.
in the history books when you study right-wing terrorism and coups. These, like I said, tonight, May 4th, and the Oath Keepers conviction will be in legal and American history for how you deal with this and root it out. Here's what the Attorney General had to say today.
And now, after 3 trials, we have secured the convictions of leaders of both the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers for seditious conspiracy. Our work will continue.
Joyce?
No, it's another streamer,
So I think
cheerleader,
when
another
he says
smaller
our work
streamer.
will
Not a big
continue,
deal.
he's not looking down the chain. In other words, he's not looking at people who were less culpable than the people who were convicted today. I think he's looking ahead into the future. And David makes this great point that you don't have to have explicit evidence that people entered an agreement to convict for a conspiracy. Seditious conspiracy isn't the only charge that's available here. And in the Proud Boys case, they used a second type of conspiracy, a conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding. And there's a lot of evidence that shows Trump in the middle of people like John Eastman and Rudy Giuliani, who were trying desperately to come up with a plan to interfere with the certification of the Electoral College vote. And the Proud Boys case may give folks at DOJ and in the special counsel's office a little bit of confidence that juries are willing to convict people who weren't
Can
physically
we eat
in the mix
papaya
on
or something
January
like that?
6th,
Isn't there like
and
hormones in
confidence that you
papaya, or
can
like just eat a bunch
find
of?
an implied
I'm not sure
conspiracy
what.
for the way
Yeah.
people act
I'm
in
sorry.
connection with one another.
I'm sorry.
It's
Turks
very
are funny.
likely that today adds a little bit of confidence to the stride of people in the special counsel's office.
It's really interesting you draw that point, Joyce, because you said physically, and that goes to whether you're physically present or whether you were physically fighting with officers to get in that day. Both of you have dealt with some pretty tough characters as prosecutors. And you know it better than I do, but when you go up the chain of the mob, the really powerful folks aren't always armed. You go up the chain of command in the government, you certainly, if you have command and control in this or any country, you don't see the head of state armed. And so, David, I know you want to jump in, but I'm curious, as we put up on the screen, Joyce's point here that you have obstruction of the official proceeding, obstruction of law enforcement, destruction of property. These were some of the charges in this case against the people on site. Jack Smith's brief is specifically to deal with any possible planning crimes by individuals who were not on site, meaning he either finds those crimes and charges them, or
Zero people in that chat have anything to say about anything about trans families or anything, or protecting children, for Christ's sake. I wouldn't let any of those bitches near my children. So there's that.
You know, one thing to consider is that you don't need all of the, and the thing that you put up on the screen, you don't need all of that. I mean, for example, today, one of the defendants was not convicted of the seditious conspiracy, was convicted of other things. That's kind of inconsequential, because at the end of the day, he has enough exposure under the statutes under which he was convicted to give him a lot of jail time. And so this kind of grab bag here of all the charges against the Proud Boys, I mean, you could take any one of them, and if you convict somebody on that, such as a former president, that gives them enough exposure under jail time, enough exposure to jail time that the judge can give quite a bit of time in jail. So, for example, if you were acquitted as
exactly right.
Today's defendant was
number two,
the seditious conspiracy,
yes, you have to remember that Jenny Lowe is a confidential human source, who's part of the or connected to the Proud Boys. So there is a lot of people around the Proud Boy leadership that are seeing like little girls right now, and I think that's what's going to tie Stone finally to all of this. Plus, there is a paper trail. I don't know what Gal has on it, but there's probably some stuff there. And David,
it all makes a lot of sense. And I will say, I always mention
it. Go J31C.
It does feel like a lot's going on. We haven't
stand up for the kids.
A lot of developments, but tonight really matters, and it's not a fait accompli. You can just imagine if in the Oath Keeper or this case they had a real split decision, or people had a mistrial, let alone an acquittal. There'll be a lot of folks saying DOJ overcharged, it was politicized, whatever. They want to fair and square up the peers of these individuals who are going away for a long time because they were found to be traitors, if I can use colloquial English. David and Joyce, our longest, biggest segment of the show tonight. Thank you for leading us off.
Sorry.
Thanks so much.
Appreciate both of you. Thank you. A lot more coming up. Clarence Thomas' ethics problems getting worse.
Mike Meadows, he might go back, although maybe, you know what, I think we'll stay, but I will voice over the commercials, as usual.
Rape case and the tapes echo.
Oops. Oh my God, this is really, my computer is really moving slow. I'm so sorry. Hold on.
Just 60 seconds.
Okay, here we go. Let's do a little commercial action here. Hold on. It's just taking a minute. Sling it, not for me. I'm gonna marry all these people. I love this horse. I'm 4 farmers and 1 girl. What the hell? Sounds like a party. A lot harder than I was thought. What? Farmer wants a wife. Beep. I don't know what to do. I'm a doctor, but I'm sitting here and I don't have any books on the shelf behind me, but there's books on the side and there's these weird holes and I'm not really sure what to do about the holes. You should do something about the holes in my bookcase. You should be the person who is doing I don't know what to do about the holes in my bookcase. What am I? And why is it all blue? Why didn't we just like contrast one? Yeah, I'll get better help to fix my shelves. Geez, I have a video of Stone with Pete Santilli talking about J6 like 6 months prior. Ooh, cool. They're jamming our signal. We're in a commercial break, so stay tuned. Yeah, we're gonna sling it. We're gonna sling it. I'm sitting here on the couch with my husband, and my dog is sitting there. Everybody's watching TV. We'll eat some Voltaire and. Ah! Hold on, Ari. Don't say anything important. Wow, this computer. What the hecky weck? Come on. Come on, kitty, kitty. All right, hold on. Hold. There.
Day, the prosecution arrested just within the last
Jesus Christ.
hour, so closing arguments will begin Monday.
Everybody
That's when Trump's
calm
lawyers
down.
will try to knock down the impact of Trump on tape, a deposition that we don't have full access to, but we know some of its contents. And we know that he doubled down on the damning statements caught in the Access Hollywood tape. This is new from Trump, courtesy of the trial. He argued when it came to his infamous claims and assertions on that tape that, well, historically, quote, it's true with stars that they let you do it. When pressed by a lawyer, Trump responds, and this is new in the trial, so you're hearing this as news tonight. Well, quote, if you look over the last million years, I guess that's largely been true, not always, but largely true, unfortunately or fortunately. And then the follow-up from the lawyer, do you consider yourself a star, someone who might have, of course, benefited from, in his view, or somehow practiced this behavior, which is, of course, alleged assault? Trump said, quote, I think you can say
Love
that.
the DC Rats.
Yeah.
Boop.
Not exactly a denial. Also in New York today, there's a separate hearing in the case where Donald Trump is awaiting his own criminal trial. Trump's lawyers are making what is a long shot request to see if they could somehow move the case. They allege a New York bias against Trump, and they have settled here on basically trying to narrow in when this criminal trial of Donald Trump will occur, February or March of next year. Also stating they would restrict Trump from disseminating a narrow portion of the evidence in the case, which is a win for D.A. Bragg. In Washington, you have Special Counsel Jack Smith's probes, which we were just discussing with our guests. CNN now reporting new subpoenas issued to top Trump employees, including Trump Organization executive and his son. So that's some pressure there on the side.
Well, that's worth a smoke.
Footage. Mike Pence sat down just last week in the Special Counsel probe, where Jack Smith, we're learning, sat in on that testimony.
That must have been fun.
Meanwhile, New York Attorney General Letitia James is pursuing what I mentioned earlier tonight about the difference between civil and criminal cases. She has this civil investigation into business fraud, now alleging that Trump and his children completely failed to turn over required documents.
They certainly do,
so there's
David.
a new deadline on that. This is someone who is, of course, running for president right now, but surrounded by investigations in his own trials. The Jack Smith probe, after netting that big sedition win today. The classified documents probe, which is still an open question, including possible obstruction of justice. The civil rape trial that we mentioned, that goes to the jury next week. The civil fraud case in New York.
It's almost an embarrassment of riches.
Open criminal election probe in Georgia. And the criminal trial of former President Trump in New York, with a schedule now for that. When you look at your screen right now, when you look at this, we'll put this back up. I want you to absorb this. There are only two ways people have been looking at this in the country. Diehard Trump defenders say what you see on your screen is quote unquote proof that he is always facing a witch hunt. But it gets harder and harder to believe in that theory of the case.
Wow, look at all that.
It's like a conspiracy theory. When you see how many serious, different investigations are ongoing with different juries, with different judges, with different oversight, all relating back to a trail of indictments, including today's sedition convictions, which raise the question, as we explore tonight the civil and criminal avenues in our justice system, will Donald Trump actually meet his day in court for any of this? That's the heat you see. Professor Melissa Murray is here to get into
Your
all of it
bewitches. That's right.
when we come back.
It's really funny to me that hold on. I need to think apparently while I do this because my computer is fraught. Okay, let's do some more commercials. I don't know all these numbers in my head. I'm not sure what they what. I don't know what's my face happening to my face. Oh, better. It's better. Ah, what the hell is going on with the sky? And oh my, I'm in the car? How'd I get here? Who are you? Oh my God, I don't recognize you. Where are we? What's those mountains? Manjaro. No, thank you. Hey, what's over there? I don't know. I think I have this new deodorant or something, but then it's going to turn your head into a horse, and then you shouldn't use it because it smells really awful, actually. But that's okay because you'll become a bee. Ah, you'll definitely win. Ah, you're going to win everything. Ah, who are you? Get out of here. This isn't. Why? Those are good socks. I mean, I will say that. But really, oh, we're doing it again? Okay. All right. You know the joke, you tell it once. That's, yeah, okay. All right. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. Wow, this is struggling. Okay. You know what it is? I think I have too many tabs open. Is that possible? Is it possible that it's just too many tabs? Oh boy. I'm not sure what's going on. Come on, kitty. I just got out of the pool. I don't think I'll jump. Oh, baby, you're cute. Oh, my hair is bothering me. But I'll just take this thing for men and it'll be, whoops. Nope. Okay. Do, 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 do. I have better hair. Look at all my hair. I took these pills and look at my hair. I have hair. I have hair. I can color my hair. My hair is colored. Hey, I have hair now too. Hello. Hair, 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 hair. We're gonna go ahead and go. This looks like fun. We're gonna go fishing. I really don't want to go fishing. I'm just kidding. I don't want to touch fish. I think, oh, I could do that, but I'd break my nose again. And I kind of like a boat. What? Oh, that looks like fun. What is that? Is that a naughty part? Okay, never mind. God. Selling sex. That's what they're doing. Jeez, cover it up. Let that shark go. What the hell? That was a funny commercial, wasn't it? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. I thought it was especially great when he let the shark go. I thought that was the best part of the commercial. There's something over here on this table that I think I might eat, but I'm going to wait. Nope, it's just a card. That's all it is. Yeah, this card is green, and I don't know. It's not mine. I don't know whose it is, but I will try to use it, I guess, because I might want to buy a shark and let it go or something. This isn't really a table. These are just a bunch of boxes. What's in my bag? Oh, yeah, this is my number. I have a number in this world that shows me my value. So, good for me. I'm valuable. And then I love the doctor. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, let's buy some medicine. Isn't this exciting, girls? We're going to buy some medicine. Yay. Yay, mommy. Mommy buying medicine. Did you buy your medicine today? Did you buy it? That's good. Okay. Well, then let's go play because we bought medicine too. That's right. We sure did. I bought medicine. I'm going to buy some medicine. Okay. Oh, there's more to breaking news, but we're not going to tell you what it is because we just only tell you what our corporate bosses tell us to tell you. And then that's all we can really tell you because we're not going to really tell you about any executive orders. We didn't mention anything about executive orders being drawn up as early as 2018 in order to prevent the peaceful transfer of power. We don't want to talk about any of those things because those are just extra things that we don't really talk about. But we'll stand out here and act very much like we are talking about the serious things. Watch us talk about more serious things. We are the harbingers of your truth. Look at in our faces. And scene. I hope.
hit,
Oh, good.
or need more time, or hit different
Wow.
than
That
you
was a
expected.
lot.
The joke, which is legal in many states but not all.
Wait, what? I know,
Anybody
shouldn't
watching
they?
this would
I
know
should
what
hire
that-
me to do that.
The joke is
They
that we
should.
heard so much about
Alex
what it would actually
Jones,
be
Nick
like when Donald Trump was
yes, they
finally
did.
arrested, finally in a criminal
Accent
courtroom,
so
finally being arraigned. And
right wing.
from Trump's allies, we
That's
heard
a
a lot of
good way to
warnings that
put
everything
it.
would melt down or there would be riots. Lindsey Graham practically pleading with judges in America not to let this happen. And then actually, one thing that people could agree on, regardless of whether they disagree about Donald Trump, is the punchline of Mr. Wood's joke. Did it even hit that hard as Donald Trump faces so many other potentially larger problems and tries to regain the White House running for president? We bring in NYU law professor Melissa Murray to talk about the cases, if not the pot brownies. Welcome.
Hi, Ari. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Mr. Wood is super sharp, as so many comedians are. If you watch that, of course, he had gags and funny stuff, but a lot of his jokes had that very clear, informed undercurrent. Also, he happens to come from a family with a civil rights and journalistic cred. So I have the impression he's been kind of in these dinner table conversations his whole life. How about the joke that he makes, the punchline that, you know what, a month later, it's like, wasn't it even a big deal that Trump got arrested? How does that work in law and life? Is that good or bad? And to finish the allegory, should America be waiting for the more potentially severe sativa strain of a Georgia brownie?
So I think we are perhaps in the media responsible for the expected high that many people wanted when they took the pot brownie of the Bragg indictment. But again, law isn't like that, right? So yes, there was going to be an initial flurry of activity, but we don't know all of the evidence against Donald Trump that Bragg and the Manhattan DA's office has amassed. We're not going to hear about it until this case goes to trial. So it's really early days. And I mean, I think the thing people don't get about the law, despite Dick Wolf procedurals, is that it's actually a pretty painstaking process. I mean, it is a process. And so we're watching this process play out right now. And we're going to see other processes play out in parallel to this. So there's going to be the Georgia arraignment. We might hear more from Jack Smith. We're going to hear more perhaps from E. Jean Carroll in that civil rape trial. So lots of different processes. Not all of them are going to hit the same, and not all of them are going to have the expected or the anticipated high, but maybe at the end you'll get the payoff you're hoping for.
Right. Or you may end up asleep on the sofa and wondering where your night went, right? I mean, it's, again,
or eating some Doritos, who knows?
Allegorically, anything's possible. You are reminding us of something so important, and I've mentioned this to viewers as well, Professor, that some of this is somewhat arbitrary. In most states, we would have the video of trial and proceedings. We don't have that in New York. So everyone remembers or has heard about the OJ case. The constant video access changed the coverage and the public understanding. Every time we talk about the New York case, here in the news, we could show a court sketch, right? We could show those early photos from the day he was arraigned before it began. Or more typically, we show quotes like the one I'm about to read to you, which is the coverage from the AP about what the judge indicated he will do. This is in the Trump criminal case, putting some limits on Trump's access to certain evidence, which is what DA Bragg's prosecutors requested, but will not issue a gag order nor bar Trump from speaking publicly about the case. I'm curious your analysis of that exchange. It's something that you and I have discussed many times, which is that we should not normalize the fact that any of this is even being considered or necessary against someone who was president and is running to be president. The context is the misuse of prior evidence, the attacks on the court system, endangering both the DAs and the line prosecutors and other innocent court officials, all of which came out in the first arraignment hearing. So that's sort of the context that should be normalized. But what do you make of this aspect of what DA Bragg is seeking?
Well, again, to limit the amount of evidence in large part because you don't want all of the evidence out in the public sector. I mean, like some of this will certainly have blowback for jurors, certainly have blowback for the lawyers and courtroom personnel. But as a practical matter, I think the DA wants to keep this pretty close to the vest because, of course, he has to share some of this evidence in advance with Donald Trump because he is a defendant. He has constitutional rights to confront the evidence against him. And so once Donald Trump knows what the evidence is against him, if he's talking about it, then that's out in the public, and it can make it harder for the DA's office to prosecute its case, make it more dangerous for those who are involved in the prosecution. So it makes sense, given the high-profile nature of this person and his behavior in the past, to limit what can be said and said publicly.
And then on the civil side, we didn't plan it this way, but we have been doing sort of a reminder for folks about the difference in civil and criminal law here. Civil law is monetary, and it's generally between private parties. It is not something where the government is going to incarcerate an individual, although it can create record and evidence and lead to other things. But in the civil side, everyone's been reminded with the Fox penalty and the Tucker ousting just how powerful that remedy can be. Mr. Wood made jokes about that too. I don't know if you saw the whole bit where he was saying, by the way, Dominion, they're great. That's my favorite voting machine. Like, because, playing with the idea that they've got everyone's attention. Most people don't want to pay out $700 M. But when you look at the very serious issues in this rape trial, you have basically a lot of Donald Trump's not only past alleged conduct. I want to be careful, there hasn't been a ruling yet, but what is alleged conduct, as well as his own statements and seeming admissions. And years later, it's coming back on him. What did you think of the fact that, again, this is new tonight, you have him under oath in a deposition seeming to defend or affirm the underlying claims in the Access Hollywood tape more than he did in 2016 when he ran from it?
No, I mean, there's a lot that came out in what we saw from the civil rape case today. And again, there can be strong deterrent effects that come out of civil trials, not just criminal trials. And I think we have to really appreciate that. Like, yes, it's money damages as opposed to incarceration or jail time, but it can also have a really profound effect. We've learned a lot about what women may do in situations where they're sexually assaulted. So that has an important public education function that's coming out in this case. And we're also learning a lot about Donald Trump. We're learning a lot about whether or not he can pick his wife out of a lineup, or whether he can pick someone who's accused him of rape out of a lineup. Apparently, there's some confusion. We've also learned that, maybe he's not great at telling the truth about all aspects of his life. He doesn't seem to remember that his affair with Marla Maples was public news in New York City. It was all over the press. He thinks it was a relatively private thing. I was a child growing up in New York in the 80s, and it was not. It was very much a part of the ether. So again, I think we're getting a lot of information about who this person is, what his relationship with the truth is, and his relationship with the people around him.
Yeah, all very well put. Some serious business, but allegorically some brownie talk as well, which is why we turn to you, Professor, multifaceted.
Always.
Thank you. That's Professor Melissa Murray, one of our vaunted experts. Coming up, we have Nick Kristof later in the hour, which will be interesting. But first, Clarence Thomas, new heat, new disclosures. When will it end, or does he need to be forced off the court? That's next.
You guys, I did all the commercials and you didn't hear them again. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh, shoot. I don't know if they'll probably not be caught on the recording. Oh well. They weren't that funny. They weren't as good as the first ones. And then they started repeating the commercials, and I thought, I can't handle that. Oh, that's right. Dude. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a dumbass. I'm such a dumbass. My daughter can do Jennifer. What's her name? The actress from Legally Blonde. Jennifer Coolidge. My daughter can do her accent really well. I can't actually do her accent, which is kind of surprising because I feel like it's not a terribly complicated accent. I feel like it's kind of easy. But what do I know? What do I know? Yeah, so I'm sorry we're not going to the Clarence Thomas stuff. I'm sorry about that. But I figure also it might be okay that we're not. It's kind of stressful. Oops, what? I want to do my spectrum. What are you doing that? Sign in with biometrics. Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Here we go. Let's do this. Do 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 do. Bow. Yeah, I have to do that. You have to do that. Meow, 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 meow. Do 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 do. Scooby Doo 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 doo. You married a woman who can't tell a lie. Well, that's great. That's cool. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even know. Not even a white lie? Like, not even to not hurt your feelings or something? That seems. I don't know if I could do that. Although I am pretty honest, like, and I do believe in that. Like, I've always wanted bosses and stuff who are like super clear and honest because then I can understand it. If it's subtle, I can't. I can't really. I don't really get subtlety at all. I'm not good. More ethical, or at least more kind. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't do well on those kinds of questions. Those like, is it ever okay to? I don't know. I don't know because you know what? I know I don't think of everything. So it's. I think I feign. I think I'm not. I don't know enough to judge. It's so beautiful here today. Like there's big puffy clouds. It's really cold outside, but well, cold relative. But there's big puffy clouds, but sunlight coming between them, and it's real pretty. I would show you, but my room's a mess and I didn't clean it. It's lazy. I should. I should. I'm gonna do. We're gonna go in the kitchen tomorrow night, guys. Lounge in the kitchen. Lounge in the kitchen. I got a bar stool that I can sit on in the kitchen, so I don't have to sit on the counter anymore, which I think is really great. And so what I was thinking is that I would make. Oh gosh, what should we make? Actually, that's a good thing. What should we make? Sorry, I had to take a big ass drink of diet soda. It's very thirsty. What do you think? What do you think we should make? I wonder. I'll just go check the news to make sure it's nothing like super great. Oh, he's just talking about The justice and the billionaire, the tuition, the private jets, the yachts. That's a lot of yachts. A yacht a lot. He went on a yacht a lot. He went on a ton of lots. He was a real lot yacht tot. Do 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 do. Yeah, I know. On ethics dilemma, that's interesting. Yeah, I could see that. I'm not very like I don't know like philosophy and stuff like that. I'm interested, but I don't really I didn't study it ever except for what you had to get through college. And I'm like a barely got through college kid. I'm not gonna lie. I had already gotten divorced by the time, or no, I got married in my last year in college. So, like, do these jeans make my ass like that? I do. See, and Max, I think you're probably the type of person that does too. But I do want to know if it makes my ass look flat. Usually, I get the flat ass. I'm working on my ass. I'm working on all my muscle structure because it's good for your bones, ladies and gents. Work on your muscle structure because it's good for your bones, and you'll get a bum that is badump bump, badum bump, da bomb bomb. But yeah, no, I need to do something. I need a workout partner. Like I can't work out with just like, oh, okay, it's time to work out. I don't do that. I need someone to say, "Get up, we're going to go to the gym or whatever, or we're going to go to the beach or something." You have only one option to answer that too. Yeah, I know. It's true. Silence could be deadly. Hesitation could be deadly, right? Like you hesitate on answering that, it, that's terrible. I mean, I can't even do that. My daughter and I do that to each other, and you can't hesitate. You have to be honest, quickly, confident. But I definitely want to know, like, if something doesn't look good. Like, I don't want to walk out of the house. Doodle doo. I was listening to music this morning. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, I got my lashes done. God, these days are like flowing one into the other. I'm not really sure what's happening. Make Elvis's favorite of Fool's Gold. He used to fly his entourage to Colorado in his private jet at midnight to get one. Fool's Gold. Is that banana and peanut butter thing, or is that something else? I don't know. But let's see. No, yeah. Anyway, I was doing a lot of singing this morning. I'm going to get my lashes done. Yeah, I'm I don't know. This week has been a lot of trying to talk to people who believe you know, that believe differently than I do. Let's just leave it at that. And I want to just say to my friends here, and frenemies, I really did try. I know I get really angry and I get really frustrated and I get so smart ass. Oh my god, I understand. I don't suffer fools gladly. But I really, really, really did try. I don't think I actually might eat a slice of that, I guess, because I love bacon, but I don't know, Jim. I don't know why you have to fly to Colorado to make that, but that another day. But I hope. I mean, and now I feel bad. Now I feel bad that I went into her chat and said anything because I understand that's her chat and she should be able to just rant unabated. You know what I mean? And I shouldn't say anything. I'm not going to apologize because I just don't usually do that unless I really feel it. And I don't really feel it right now. Just being honest. Oh, oyster. Oh my God. Love those. Hey, Tupelo. How you doing? How you doing? I did actually. Um, but yeah, I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, hesitation. It's a bad look. But I shouldn't have. No, but I. Oh, that's what I was saying. I wouldn't apologize. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not in an apology. Yeah, exactly. I'm actually surprised I'm not blocked. I don't know why. But I shouldn't have. So I won't. Again, I won't do it. I won't do it because she's right. I don't want her coming into my chat with right wing or whatever bigot bullshit she wants to bring in here. So that's not really French bread. That sounds so good. Nice. But yeah, who doesn't want it? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's a time and a place for debate, I guess. Maybe that's what my error in judgment was. There's a time and a place for debate. I didn't see any of the Twitter. I don't follow her on Twitter, so I didn't see any of the drama on Twitter apparently that caused her to be really, really upset. Wow. But there was just a lot of like I started off just saying something like, I'm just gonna say this and then I'm gonna leave. But I don't think you understand. It's clear to me that you don't understand the process that a family goes through. And I didn't know what else to say other than that. And I guess I was too aggressive, which it maybe is. I don't know. I have also recently inferred that she was a turf. So there could be a little high level of sensitivity. I want to give people a chance to not be those things. How about that? How about I'm actually looking at it as an opportunity to say, wow, maybe I am thinking about this in a maybe maybe I should look deeper. Maybe I should look again. Maybe I should look again. Leftover meatloaf sliders. Oh my god, Max, that sounds so good. I think tonight I have to make cheeseburger macaroni because I've got hamburger that I have to make. I have to fry up today. So I think I'm making cheeseburger macaroni and a salad because it's so yummy and just so easy. But that sounds so good. Oh my god, I love tater tots so much. Oh my god, I love coleslaw so much. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten today. Wait, that's not true. I had some Cheerios. Oh, and I had strawberries. What am I talking about? I ate a ton of strawberries. Get it. Strawberries are good right now, guys. All the ones I'm buying. How many rapes and coups does the orange chud have to do? How many rapes and coups? How many rapes and coups? Radishes. Nom 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 nom. I love radishes so much. I love radishes fresh. Oh my goodness. That's the only thing, like, well, we haven't lived in a house for a long time, but we live in an apartment. But there's not a ton of space. I'm not even willing to, like, give up some of the space on the patio, although I will for a little bit of a vegetable patch, but there's really not much room. But I'll try. I'll try. I'm probably already late, though. I'm a terrible planter. I almost killed my tree, you guys. Oh my God. I put my tree outside because I thought, oh my gosh, it'll love the sunshine. Oh no, it will not. It's sunburned the fucking leaves. I feel so bad. And the minute I saw it, I brought it in and talked to it. And so now I've been talking to it every day. I feel so badly that I didn't know. Yeah. Hey man, you know what? It's planting seeds, J31C. We are planting seeds of humanity, planting seeds of open mindedness, planting seeds of radical love. That's not triggering. I trigger radical love and acceptance. How about that, motherfuckers? I don't know how you can hate someone who wants radical love and acceptance and rights for everyone. How in the fucking world is that so fucking hateful to you? How? Is it pie? Is being a woman pie? No, it's not. There's enough woman for anybody who wants to claim it. Don't be threatened. Stop it. That makes you look like a bigot. You stupid fuck. Amp up the love frequencies and the love vibrations. That's right. Come on. Come on, everybody. Just amp up that love. Just radical, radical love and acceptance. Just increase those love vibrations all the way up to the top. That's right. God damn it. But unfortunately, she also doesn't practice what she preaches, unfortunately, to some degree. I don't know. Radical love for whom? I'm not saying, I am not claiming to be perfect. I am not claiming. I am merely saying what I'm merely saying what I consider to be a rational approach to trans children and their families. All I'm suggesting is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. In ludicrous speed. Needs a corn dog with mustard. That actually sounds really good. I don't know if that's like a dirty thing, though, David. And so I don't know if I just agreed to something. I hope I didn't. If that's the case, no. But if it's an actual corn dog with actual mustard, I might consider it. I might just consider it. I just need to probably stay in my lane. Somebody said, stay in your lane. The 20D cell scale. Stay in your lane, Lolo. I got told that a lot over the years, and now I'm remembering. I guess that's a problem, and it is a problem. I think it is a problem sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I think being out of your lane, I can admit and recognize, and when, especially when people point it out to me, I can appreciate when I'm out of my lane. But I don't think I'm out of my lane on this one. I think I'm trying to be a good ally and not be silent. Silence is violence. And that's not just a saying. It's a real fucking thing. See, that's the problem. Everybody's so hung up on the fact that leftists or whatever have sayings and things. Well, it's because they're all based on people's real suffering and people's real lives. Jim, stop it. So that's all, you know? Like, just fucking stop hating people because they're not the same as you. Stop assuming that one of those idiots said,
Yeah, I've heard that when a little girl picks up a truck and immediately the parents are assuming she's gonna want to transition to be a boy.
What the fuck? How stupid are you? God, how stupid are you? How vapid, how shallow, how ill-informed. Yeah, I'll vibrate you out of the line. Yeah, it's just like, stop hating. Just stop hating. I don't care. You can exist. You can do whatever you want. I don't give a shit. But just fucking stop hating people. It's too much. It's too much. With that truck. With that truck. Put out some more positive vibration. Yeah, I think it's a great day for justice. Maybe that's what's got everybody on the right a little ants in their pants. Maybe that's what's vibrating through them right now is dread that their beloved sacred cow, their golden calf, is starting to tarnish a little bit. Seems to me there's a lot of angst out there. Aw, thanks, Mike. I probably could sing all day. You had G.I. Joes. I hated Barbie. I didn't have a G.I. Joe. Their narrative is crashing down. I do want people to be happy. That's right. There's one trip around the marble, Jim. Why in the world would you deny someone their fullest joy as long as it's not hurting you? And trust and believe this is not hurting her. This isn't even impacting her. And if it is, I don't know how. So perhaps she could explain why she's so very angry at trans. Wani is better? Yes. Oh, that's such great news, Marie. What wonderful news. Oh, our beloved puppy Wani is feeling better. He had a little accident, a little injury. So he had to go to the doctor. But Wani, the French beautiful, beautiful golden lab is on the mend. I got it right this time, didn't I? No, unfortunately, this isn't a matter anymore of changing people's minds necessarily. Oh, the abscess. Poor baby. Oh, poor baby. Yeah, I'm not confident this is a, a situation where minds will be changed. Um, yeah. Wani the democracy doggy. Yes, he is. Obi-Wani. Obi-Wani. Oh, that's funny. I'm going to call him Obi-Wani. Obi-Wani. It is. It takes a lot of effort to strip people of their rights. Takes a lot of anger and a lot of effort. What a world we would have if people could express who they are. Think of all the terrible things that would fall aside for everyone, right? Right? Weird politics at work, CEO pay, Obi-Wani, Obi-Wani Kenobi. There's so much joy in life. There's so much joy. Mike, you had oh wait, did I miss something? I'm so terrible. Oni Wonka doggy. Obi-Wan doggy. That's too funny. Obi-Wan doggy. I love it. Well, congrats on the great news, Mike, but I don't know what it is. Google lays off 12,000, but the CEO may. Yeah, right? He played with his stuffed snake. Oh. Well, Rip, you need to turn that frown upside down, Buster Brown. You just turned that frown upside down, Buster Brown, because this is a great day for justice. And then tomorrow is the lounge, and I am going to be baking. So what am I gonna cook or bake? What do you guys think? What should we make? Come on. Then I have time to go to the store tomorrow to get the ingredients. Let's do something together tomorrow night. That'll be fun. And we'll do trivia too. Nap stew rule. Give that some thought, and then we can think. Your cancer's in remission, Mike. That's fantastic news. Congratulations. Ah, sending such good healing, wonderful vibes your way. Hell yeah, with the cast, Marie. Let's fucking do this shit. Actually, it'll make me clean up my it'll make me clean my kitchen. Brownies. Oh, I would actually sticky buns. Oh, Max. Yeah, Mike, that's just tremendous news. Sending lots of good healing energy your way. That's really wonderful. Congratulations. Sticky buns. Huh. That's an idea. You're headed for Bodhisattva level. David, you're so funny. You're hilarious, David. Oh my god. That's too funny. That is too funny. Too much. What a crew. What a crew. Yeah, you're only ever practicing. That's right. There is no there. There's just a practicing. Ever made a dream pie? Yeah, see, I can't handle that much sweet, Tupelo. I think I know what you're talking about because isn't it like chocolate pudding and then like Cool Whip and then either like graham cracker or some other, I don't know what kind of crust your family might use, but what's your ingredients? Because if it's a mousse, that actually might be better, chocolate mousse, although I'll probably fuck it up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That seems like a big Lolo will fuck the hell up. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if I could handle eating it. That's the only problem. But I understand it's delicious, and I know my daughter won't eat it. She's so picky about her food. It's really crazy. But let's think. Let me think about one thing I wanted to make. Something that would be fun to watch make. Like I don't want to do something that's boring to watch. Um, the sticky buns are not a bad idea because I'm kind of curious about that. And I just got a really nice brownie pan kind of thing. Chocolate pudding, dream whip, and graham crust. Okay, root beer pie. What are you guys with the sweet pie? What the hell? Right, Mike? What the hell, man? It's not all politics. It's just humanity, man. I'm heading down to the local watering hole. Yum, yum. I just love little bars. I don't drink anymore. I haven't had a drink in 18 years, but I love little bars. They held a meet and greet with Nikki Haley. Ugh. How tall is she in real life, I wonder? Is she like super tall or average or short? I just wonder. I don't know. Those are things I wonder. Um, but what should I make? Let's think. Let's think. Um, the other thing I wanted to try and make, I could probably do a couple things if they're small. The other thing I was going to try and make was like, those cheese straws, like pastry cheese straws, where there's different types of recipes. Something like that might be fun. Oh, an apple pie with sugar cookie crust. Oh my God, Max. We do love apple pie. We really do. Blowing cash in her pockets weighs her down and makes her look shorter. So true. So true. Yeah, Jim, go change some hearts and minds and have a Bud Light for all of us. No, I'm just kidding. You can drink whatever you want. You don't have to drink a Bud Light. I don't care about Bud Light. I don't care about that company. I don't care about any of it. That's a great idea, Jim. That's a great idea. It's a fine idea. It's a fine idea, sir. Don't go down to the local. Don't go down to the local and talk politics. You don't want to anger all the Republicans down there. They're not very keen on having their politics picked apart now, are they, over their drinks? They just want to get good and right drunk real fast. So don't be going down there and ruining a good time for everyone now, Jim Nalgren. Yes, please DM it to me, Max. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yup, I do love myself a good local. I love this fire. Old fashions. Okay, Steve. Those are okay. What's in those? What is in an old fashioned? Is it like a Manhattan? I think I've already shared the gutter story, but I'll share it again if I have to. Um, is an old fashioned like a? You did have a Bud Light. Some Karen started yelling at you. Oh my God, Jim! Ladies, ladies, so serious. Oh, Lavender, you're so fancy with you and your old fashions, ain't ya? You're right, fancy. But what's in an old fashioned? Bourbon, simple sugar, cherries, big ice cube. It's a Manhattan with okay, that's what I thought, Lavender. It's a Manhattan with bourbon instead of rye whiskey. Okay, so listen. When I was 18, which was a very, very, very long time ago, when money was worth much more, and you could spend less of it. Because I grew up in California, my graduation trip, I got to go to Hawaii with four of my girlfriends who are still friends to this day. But we got to go to Hawaii for our graduation trip from high school. I know, insane, but my mom was one of the most amazing people on the planet. But however, in that year, you could drink at 18 legally in the state of Hawaii. So 5 girls, uh, can drink. It was a fucking shit show for a week. Like, literally, there are people who didn't make the plane home. I drank my first Manhattan one night because I thought, "Fancy." I woke up alone in the actual gutter in front of the bar as the sun was rising. So that is my Manhattan story. It would probably be my old-fashioned story. Yeah, scotch and yoo-hoo. There you go, Jim. Scotch and yoo-hoo. With a straw? That's a good idea. No. I know, lavender. It's just how I am here to tell the tale I will never be able to explain to you, sir. It was a simpler time. It was a simpler age. It was. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. You know, I'm going to tell you who my father raised. My father raised a live for the moment kind of gal and taught me really deeply and sometimes painfully that life is very short and no one is going to go out of their way to make you happy. Oh my God. Can you imagine, Jen? Holy fuck. I'm so glad I didn't get on Facebook until 2000. I don't know when it started, but I got on 2007. I didn't have a MySpace. I didn't have any of that stuff because I was working. I didn't have it. So I didn't post shit. It's so weird. Like it would have, I don't know where I would be now. don't know where I'd be now. But my life has been very boring for a very long time because after I had my daughter, I really, well, I mean, it took a minute, but after a short while after I had my daughter, it all calmed down. And then it's been very calm since then. Oh, there's a cat. The cat would like to have a word. Okay, you need to go over there. Anyway, yeah, fuck no. Nope. I'm surprised actually. I didn't, well, I mean, I'm not surprised, I guess. I didn't really I think I just hit the cusp, right, of before computers were like super prevalent. Like I remember my ex-husband when we were married in the 80s, he had one and he had a car phone and stuff and that was like a quote unquote big deal. But I don't I don't remember any of that. You've never been on Facebook? That's great. Facebook is horrid. I got off a long time ago and scrubbed my account. So I don't exist. I don't exist on Facebook. Except for Lolo does. Lolo does. Wah, wah, wah. And all my other, I mean, even when I was posting as whatever I am, or was, it was all political. It was always political. It was always leftist. I haven't changed. I haven't changed anything about who I am. I just speak more loudly. I give less fucks. That's what I guess that's it. I give less fucks. Do. Let me check the news and see what happened here. Um, oh god, okay, I'm not even going to that story. That's the most ridiculous fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm not even gonna repeat it. MSNBC, you're crazy. Lee, crazy day. Good day for justice. It's a great day for justice. Don't you love all the justice? The cat does. Gus Gus agrees. Gus Gus for justice. Gus Gus loves justice. Yeah. Ooh, seditious conspiracy. You planned it. I don't know. I don't know, Jim. Every time I've tried to do online dating, I've ended up getting like scammed or like really rude guys, really strange asks and stuff. Like not serious. I never get a serious contender. That's right. Justice for everyone. It isn't just for us. I know what you meant. But it's a lonely world out there, Jim Nogren. It's not easy. It's not easy being green. Then one day we'll find it, the rainbow connection. It just gets you the meeting, that's right. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Well, try it at 59, girl. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't. I really don't date. I know Gillum was acquitted today too. That's right. Because they set him up. Yep, yep. Thanks, Cam. Thank you. Kind of just comes out. She was on a date and flipping or looking for a date. Well, I don't know. But don't ask her. Sneaver bee. Holy moly. Filling the pool. Oh, okay. Lilacs in bloom. Oh, nice. And a big patch of lily of the valley. I love lily of the valley so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. Um, I know on the same day that Proud Boys are convicted, right? Lee, it is so cold here in Los Angeles. Can I just tell you? Like, let me check the fucking temperature because it's just brutal. 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 59 degrees. What? I have to do some kind of security? Did you guys get this message on your iPhone? Rapid security. Oh, please do send pics. Please do. Do guys even wear Babe Magnet? Is Babe Magnet a cologne? You're not dating on a cell phone. Jim, silly. You silly bear. I better plug my phone in. It's the same but bright sunshine. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just not. It's not. It's very cloudy. Like it rained this morning, and what did I do in my phone call? And now it's like big, big, puffy cloud covered over, flowing over the land. The land. Sorry for the noise. Ouch. Yeah, I don't know why my phone's doing that. Okay, you do you, boo. You do you, boo. I do like a good smelling guy, but I am okay. You know, like more and more people are not down with fragrance, and I'm okay with that. Lee, I think that's overblown. I'm gonna be real honest. I haven't been in San Francisco in a while, so I shouldn't actually say that. But I mean, while that might be true, I don't think I don't think that's really. I mean, it's a little messy up there right now, but I don't think it's like I wouldn't walk the streets. I would walk the streets up there. I would be the same careful up there that I am in New York, that I am in DC, that I am in Boston, wherever, or Los Angeles for that matter. So I just think you have to watch. Yeah, it's more media stirring it up that I've heard. I mean, my family lives up in Northern California, and it's not a war zone. And I have friends that live in San Francisco. I have friends that live in the Tenderloin. They don't. No, they're. It's all normal. I mean, it's all the normal. It's all the normal horrible crime. Well, that's true. Nobody wants to smell, but I like natural smell. I like wearing the shirt of a boyfriend that's worn it. I think that's very cool. That's very sexy. But the cat is standing in front of me because he does not appreciate that. Oh, did you really, Max? I didn't live ever in the Tenderloin. I lived there in the 90s, 80s and 90s. I love San Francisco. San Francisco. I mean, I think it's ruined by all the money. How about we get the billionaires out of San Francisco and make it like it was again? Bet you the crime would go down. How about that? I have a solution. Eject the billionaires. Give the city back to the people. That city was beautiful. Oh, honey, that's animal. Yeah, it's just there's so many. Like my daughter is a little sensitive to. Um, oh yeah, Tiburon. No, they're not. Ain't nothing happening over there. It's so pretty over there. But yeah, yeah. My daughter gets migraines too, so we're trying to cool it a little bit on the fragrance. I have never gotten migraines that I know of. I think I'm obviously I would know because I know they're significant. My sister has gotten them. Well, yeah, I think if you are going to like a presentation, I haven't gone. I haven't gone yet. Right? Like samples, yeah. I forget. I forget to put stuff on. Oh, that would be nice, Max. Those gardens over there are so beautiful. Oh, really, Jen? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what she has, my daughter, because they seem to carry the same characteristics as the ones. But my daughter is, that classic 27-year-old, and getting her to actually just take time off of work to go to the doctor is the most difficult thing. It's not that she doesn't understand the importance of medicine; it's that she will not make the appointment and take time off of work. Yeah, that ferry was always nice. I used to when I lived in San Francisco. When I was drinking, I would go down to Fisherman's Wharf because there was a bar. I can't remember the name of the bar, but it was before the wharf, like the wharf proper, Max. Shit, it was you went upstairs and they had jazz there. They had live jazz there, and I would go there. And the funny thing was, is that my sister at the time was dating the I think he was a sax player. Oh my god, how do I not know this? For John Lee Hooker. And um really? Okay, well then that's the advice I'm going to be giving everyone. Works for me. Maybe I need no, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to tell them. Sorry, that was a bad comedian joke. But there was a bar there. I used to go there and drink a lot. And then I would go down and just do like watercolor. I have a bunch of watercolors from like off of San Francisco Bay. It's why I've never had one. That's right, Lavender. Maybe that's why I've never had one. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're on to something, you guys. We're on to something. I think we need to do a study of a group of people who have had migraines and a group of people who have not had migraines and ask them about their masturbation habits. I think this is a brilliant idea. Somebody needs to call Stanford right now in the research department and get that shit scheduled. Let's get those interviews scheduled. Somebody draw up that survey tool right now, stat. It makes sense because my ex-wife had them all the time. Oh, no. Yeah, we're not that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the whole world would be a little better if everyone did that. But call Stanford during the initial test so they can monitor. Good idea. Good idea. No, I don't want to do anything with Stanford. Eat the rich. I'm ready for this next phase where we start eating the rich. That's okay. I can handle that. I'm still going to get lashes, but I can handle it. Who are you and why do you keep calling us? Imitrix. Oh, okay. And then also, I have given my daughter like homeopathic, like little bombs and stuff that she can put, but I obviously understand that those are more distractions than they might be actual soothers. But definitely the quiet and the cool. We keep masks and things in the freezer, so eye masks, so you can put them on your head when she doesn't feel good. That helps. Maybe Adam and Eve will contribute to the study. Perhaps. Stanford's like, stop calling us. I right? Even if it's a placebo, everybody wins. Come on now, people. Come on now. Radical love. That's what Lolo preaches. That's my ideology. I heard this guy on what was it? Oh, I think it was like the Tom Hartman program. And he wrote a book about a new, like, I don't know if he was pushing it as like a political ideology or just a, I guess it was a philosophy more. And it was radical love. I don't know. That's how I'm going to interpret it, Lavender. That's my takeaway. They form while sleeping. Yeah, that's true. You can't. Oh, you do wake up in hell. Oh, when in Rome. That's right. Lavender, you crack me up. You crack me up. Yeah, when in Rome. I don't know. Like, while on the phone with Stanford. Especially important. Show those bitches how it's done. Can you imagine? No, don't. Please. I was just thinking of Henry Kissinger. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. Lucky not to suffer with migraines. I've had a few, but not like some of my friends. I know, Lee. I feel like I've had bad headaches, but I have not had what would rise to a migraine level. An aunt that gets some relief by putting an ice pack across the nape of her neck. Yeah, well, we definitely do that, and I feel like my daughter says it helps. But and also, she has been at times taking an Excedrin, which I guess has caffeine in it, and that restricts some of the blood vessels. And sir, who are you? And why do you keep introducing yourself as the control group? But she takes an Excedrin, and I think that she says that has also helped in the past. But I don't know. I think I know the intensity can also change for migraines. I know she actually has a friend at work who gets Botox for the migraines. Yep, that's very popular here, obviously, for many reasons. Classic migraines form on one side of the brain. Oh, throwing the equilibrium off, causing nausea and vomiting. Oh my goodness. Debilitating. My friend has gone through a lot of experimental treatments for migraine. Oh, bless. Oh, why? So much suffering. See, this is my point. We already have, like, suffering. All right, man? We have fucking suffering. We don't need to stop people from living their lives in peace. We don't need to be those people. We can choose not to be those people. We can choose to accept people as they are and not put our values on them. We can choose that right now, today. And I will say welcome. Welcome to just vibing and letting people live their fucking lives. Glad you're here. Now we can get to work. That's unifying. Unifying is letting go of your moral problems with other people, your moral issues, your hurt. It's not about you. It's not about you. There you go, Lee. Atta girl. Smoke it up, baby. It's all good. It's all gravy, baby. It's all fucking gravy. And what a gift if you were to give that radical love to other people who are different from you, who make different decisions in their lives. How low would your blood pressure go? because it's great over here. It's great. I don't have to spend time hating entire groups of people. There are entire groups of people that I don't have to spend any energy hating. And I can just let them be and fight for their right to exist and be treated with the same dignity that we all want to be treated with. That's it. It's real simple. Real simple. What are the wigglers? What are the wigglers? Wee, you were a work trip. Oh, I'm so glad you're home. Ugh, work trips. Terrible magnet Botox. Oh, he doesn't manage with pot. Yeah, pot's good. I like pot. I like pot. You have worms? You're growing worms? You're cultivating worms? Are they surviving? Are they experiencing wild weather fluctuations? Or are they happy as worms? Oh, okay. So they could bake. More dirt. Do you have to water them, Cam? Do you have to put water on the dirt? I have a worm farm that I started about a year ago. Unplugged the warmers 2 weeks ago, and now it's just getting too warm for them. Oh my goodness. Do you know how many worms you actually have, Cam? Is that a number that normally worm farmers would know? They like moisture. Oh yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. They must be pretty happy though. I mean, because like they're getting the primo dirt. No, Jen, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Jen, that's terrible. Oh, sorry. Terrible. It's very traumatic. I hope you are able to get some support, Jen, and a little bit of space to process that. That's a lot. 32,000. It's a little daunting, Cam. I'm going to be honest. It's a little daunting. Oh dear, that's terrible. It's terrible when anyone has to suffer like that. This is a tragedy all the way around. Photograph to tell my troubles to. What'll I do with last photograph? What'll I do? Hey, may the 4th be with you. Salt light went up for Carrie. Ah, there we go. My wormies don't like it any longer than 99. I hope that it was speaking thing. Sparking one up for Yoda. They're outside. I'm moving out on Easter. They're in two 8x4 bins that are 6 inches deep and no 7 to 7. Wow. Oh, yeah, good question, Jen. What are you gonna do with all those worms? What are you gonna do with all those worms? Hey, Cam, what are you gonna do with all those worms? Cam has a lot of worms, y'all. He's got a lot of worms. What are you gonna do with those worms? That's so cute. I think it's so cute. Are you in an area where people fish? Can you sell like Lavender Cam's bucket of worms? Oh, interesting, Rusty. Hey, what's going on? Don't fuck around with us. It's true, Jen. You know, circle of life and all. Wouldn't be that hard. There, 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 there. Oh my gosh, it's Thursday. Finally, I started getting worms. Wow, taking shredded office paper. Wow. I just love the ingenuity, Cam. That's really chill. Oh, forget-me-nots are so beautiful now. Oh, oh, oh. Sweet, sweet, okay. There, 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 there. Yeah, when I woke up this morning, the first thing I saw, I think, no, I don't remember, but I think the first thing I saw was the news that Trump had like 10 days to turn over documents. Okay, wait, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get caught up. It's a possibility. Bins are elevated. I should be able to collect the water. Yeah, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. And if you put holes in the bottom of the bins, Lavender, will the worms escape into the ground? I'll be hosting the time. That's yeah. Oh, that's perfect. Well done. Well done. Well done, Lavender Cam. That's amazing. I realize the sound isn't syncing up with the actual waves, but I want you to suspend your belief for a minute. I wonder where those stairs go. It is really cool. Reuse and recycle for surezies. Either we're on the ground power, they come back for food, the works better. Oh, that is so interesting. That's so interesting. No, you can suggest it all you want. We are welcome to stuff. Well, you're so welcome. Thanks for sharing it. I can tell it's exciting and it's a big project that you've taken on. Congratulations. So we don't only talk about politics, we talk about worms too. Boy, Merrick Garland looked pretty angry too. You could take a 5-gallon bucket, drill holes in it, put food inside, bury it in the ground, and the woman. What? So they will. I mean, they will just go and then they'll come back because you'll be keep putting food in it, won't you? That's so smart. That's really smart. Oh, bait's not cheap. I didn't know. I haven't bought bait in years. I don't even know the last time I went fishing. Probably was when I was a kid. I'm not good around fishing. I don't like hooks. I don't like any of that stuff. Ugh. Cam, the worm whisperer. You need like a trailer, Cam. You need like an awesome like theatrical trailer for your bait business. When we were kids and we would always go fishing with our like 2 metal rods and hooks. Holy shit, Jim. That's okay. Well, that seems um that's interesting, Jim. Worms love coffee grounds. Cool. I have such good coffee grounds, Cam. I wish I was closer. I could give you one. I imagine my dad doing something like that. Actually, it just seems, yeah, it does seem like something my father would do. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Ugh. Well, who knew this was the Worm channel? The Worm and Masturbation channel. No, I'm just kidding. The Worm, Masturbation, and Migraine channel. And the rants. The left wing rants. Don't forget those. Don't forget why you came. The left wing rant. And I'm not smarter than anyone, by the way. I don't know shit. You know, if I say something I know, it's only because I just happen to know it. It's not because I'm special. Worms and masturbation. What'd you guys talk about on Lolo's thing? Um, Lord, and oh yeah, she loved it for a minute about bigots. Her favorite word. You know why I use it, Cam? Do you want to know why I really use the word bigot? Do you really want to know? The reason I use the word bigot is that it's not like it's not like they're racist, or it's not like she's just a transphobe or whatever in this particular case. It's that it is a term that captures the othering, right? Like that's, and you were so nice to actually put the definition. I did see that in your chat. You put the definition of bigot. Um, and I appreciate you doing that, by the way. I really, really do. I appreciate that. And I actually do okay with pushback as long as it's genuine pushback and not disingenuous pushback, which is quite frankly what young lady was giving me today. She was giving me disingenuous pushback. So, there's different types of pushback. But again, I am going to say it again. I wish I hadn't gone into her chat, and I won't. I won't go into her chat. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I actually did read your definition, and I did think to myself, huh, how is that applying to me in this moment, actually? It's funny that you say that, because when I read your definition, I thought, I better read this because he might be trying to tell me something that I shouldn't be using that word. That's literally what I thought here. And I took time to read your comment. So it's interesting that not everybody does that. Maybe I am better. Yeah, yeah. And guess what? I believe that a lot of us have racism inside of us. Okay, I am willing to admit that things I grew up with, concepts, ideas, words, everything is open to pushback, because I'm not without my own bigotry and my own racism and my own things that I need to work on. And it's not great, but it's true. So all I'm doing, ladies, is calling out. And the thing is I think when I upset you so much, then you may want to stop and reflect as to why I'm upsetting you so much. You're welcome. Oh, Rip, I appreciate your fervent support, but I really don't want to create. I'm definitely not into any war. I'm not doing that at all. But fuck Nazis. Hell yeah. Thank you. I do. I know you are. I know you are. I'm asking you to be nicer, or just to be not say some of those things. Just because I'm not. I only want us to all like figure out how to coexist. I'm not into eradicating anything. I don't know where that came from, but it sounds like a personal problem. Thank you. Thank you. But that's true. The nice thing about Nazis is you really don't have to be nice to them. That is definitely for sure. That is 100% for sure. In fact, it's better if you're not, because then it just makes them think that it's okay to be a Nazi. And it's not okay to be a Nazi. It's not okay to think like a Nazi. It's not okay to have feelings like that. It's just not okay to take away other people's rights. Not okay. It's not okay not to allow them to be protected under the law for who they are or who they love. It's not okay. And just because something's very different from what you think is right doesn't make it wrong. Sorry. Nobody is grooming children from the trans community. They're doing it from the fucking Republican Party. Open your eyes. Go after the TPUSA, Vaughn. If you're so concerned about saving the children, go after Charlie Kirk, because he hires actual pedophiles in his organization and then he sends them out to high schools. Why don't you get upset about that if you're so into saving children? Stupid idiot. I'm really sorry about that. and I'm not the nice one. Everyone in that chat was like, I think you should just be nice. I'm not nice. I know, right? It's too chill for how angry I am. But I need that. I need that. Yeah, Ruben was talking about raping babies. Yep, he's right. Oh, cool, Jen. Super cool. Trans rights don't mean cis folks. That's right. Trans rights have nothing to do with cis rights. Just they can't. I can't. They can't. And I actually okay. I am surprised. Yeah, please, Rip, stop. Okay, stop. Um, I actually, it's okay to think those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I say this? I don't begrudge anyone having those opinions, but if you express them in public, I will respond. Now, maybe I should realize that that's her playground and I shouldn't go into her playground and pee on the slide. And I did. I peed on the slide. I'm sorry about that. But if you do it in the hopes that something good will come out of it, like someone will think twice and go, well, maybe I should look at this. Maybe I should find a source for what's being said. Maybe I should find a source for how I know children are being forced when they pick up a truck. When a girl picks up a truck, all of a sudden she's getting gender reassignment surgery. I did have like this beautiful moment today where two old men were raving about a 99-cent pineapple, and then everyone else in the checkout line grabbed a pineapple and we all bonded over this. That's the kind of interaction I live for. This really is. That is the most beautiful thing you could possibly share. What a beautiful, what a beautiful scene. And now you have a pineapple. Fuck yeah, you do. Yeah, okay. Just stop trying to take people's rights away. Stop hating people. I want a 99-cent pineapple too. It's gonna be okay. You'll be okay. The children will be okay. Aldi. I love Aldi sometimes. I don't know what the deal is, but just because trans children are happy and taken care of and loved, I hope they're loved and supported enough to get the medical care they do need. How about that? How about that's my bigger fear is that children going through that don't have a support system. That's my greater fear. You fucking bigots.
How does that make me bigoted? How does it make me bigoted?
I don't know. You have to answer that question for yourself. How does it not? How does it not make you bigoted? You see, I think the problem is, okay, so I don't know. Maybe I can talk about it. An observation I will make. How about that? That's better. An observation that I will make is that it is very challenging to um, get past the anger. I don't know, the anger that we have towards each other or whatever. I don't know, however you want to describe it. I don't even know how to describe it. But it is reasonable to me that we need to have some come to Jesus on some fundamental rights for people in this country. And part of that process is the justice and accountability that we're trying to make happen. Because if the system is stronger, it is stronger for everyone. Congress works, executive, judicial, etc. Blah, blah, blah. But we have to secure voting rights, and we have to allow ourselves to want something for someone who is very different from us just because they tell us it's important to them, and not demand they explain to us why they want this protection under the law or the rights that they're not currently afforded under the law. I don't want to demand of anyone to tell me why they need that. They don't owe me that explanation. I owe them my support for ensuring that they have equal treatment under the law. That's it. Is it the end of the day? It's just left. I'm just saying, it's coming, it's a stream of consciousness. It's just him, Look, YouTube is not what you're feeling. I'm happy today. God, this day has been fantastic. It has been steps in the right direction. That's fantastic. Yeah. And yet, there are many things that have made me really sad, like the young man in New York who was murdered on the subway. I'm having a very hard time with that story. But I'm trying to put it in perspective. Oh, you do? Good for her. Good for Whistle Girl. I like Whistle Girl. You must recognize it is. I'm sorry. It does not actually get more fancy than that, does it? It really fucking doesn't. I'm sorry. And I guess for some people, it's really fucking hard to just look the other way. Just crazy. What's the matter? My cat has come over urgently. What's the matter? What's the matter, my son? You must urgently need my arm. Okay. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah. I'm good. Um. Yeah. It's bad enough in the subway, but someone just could have told him no. It's racist and awful, and the killer should be in jail. Yeah, I'm sorry. And someone should have fucking stopped him. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Someone should have stopped him. And I know it's hard. I've been on that subway. I don't judge any of those people. I just wish someone had stopped him. Because I know they have to live with that too. It's incredible. I don't know. I don't know. I've seen things on the subway. I've never seen something that would have gone on that long. Or was that, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm sure people were trying to stop him. I bet you they were. I can't imagine they weren't. I really can't. I don't fault people on the subway. I don't. I don't. We don't know what happened and who tried to stop him and who did. You know, like we just don't know. I've just had mental breakdowns, and not that this gentleman was having a mental breakdown. I want to not minimize or any way diminish what his crisis was, and that he was in any way incapacitated. He was not. I'm not assuming that, because I've been in emotional crisis in a public setting before, and it's chemical and it's frightening, and it's not something that I was at that time able on medicine to control. And so when it happened, it gets really, really, really frightening because you know you're out of control, if you will, and you know you're embarrassing. I know this really is. It is sad. It is sad. Which is all the more reason to be a little more nicer to everyone. If that happens, if we love each other a little more in his name, you know what I mean? Like, I don't mean Jesus' name. I don't mean that shit anymore. I'm sorry. And I know some of you do, and I respect that. I just don't. I mean, so love more, hate less, give people a chance to be people, celebrate children who are discovering who they are. Oh, that's so cool. This really is. I love that. I saw this TikTok. He says a random nice thing to people, and I started doing it too. And honestly, I highly recommend. I made like 10 people's day today. God, that's so awesome. Important stuff matters, and I think especially after the last few years, people are so hungry for connection. That's why the chuds get like high on drama, is because that to them is at least human connection. And if they aren't able to create positive, or they do, they create positive human connection through that. But I'm just saying that the drama is what keeps them coming back. And the fear of others and the hatred of others, and that keeps that fire stoked and that drama piece for them. And then they can kiki over it, right? They can kiki and have fun over it, but it's still based on something really, really negative. I think that's wonderful. This really is. Oh, they're having a test space? What chuds? Which ones, Rip? The ones we've been talking to? Pam Hemphill? I'm not going in today. I don't want to deal with her bullshit. Fuck Pam Hemphill. PsyOps talk, and one is now making some sort of prearranged fight. Oh my god, are you kidding me? That bitch and her fucking disinformation panels. Everybody, just go on Pam Hemphill's panel and tell her to stop doing panels. Please, space agent. Is he something? Oh, yeah. My girlfriend and I were told by a random person at Walmart one time that we make a cute couple. We totally do, and we still talk about that comment today. That's adorable. It's adorable. Make me addicted. I don't know that. Sedition support group. That's what they should call it. Seditionist support group. Fuck me. Black Twitter properly took care of that too. Straight Q Flynn, they're doing a false amount of research basis. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. That thing has gone off the rails. It has officially gone off the rails. Black Twitter is amazing. Let me just bow down to Black Twitter. It is the most amazing community. Not only does it make them feel great, but it's uplifting for you as well. Yes, it does. I love making people feel happy. It is the best. Just don't be a dick. How hard is it, man? I'm a dick sometimes, but I mean, I'm not like a dick meanly. Well, I mean, maybe I am. You know what I mean? Like, I think I'm a dick for good, right? Mm, not good. I'm strong. Ian Miles Chong. I can never say his name right. I always want to say Ian, but it's Ian. Ian Miles Chong. Yeah, he's a dick. He's working for DeSantis. Instead. He's a CPAC user. It's kind of obvious what this is, and they reference Space One as being separate from aliens. They were doing two. I don't get this. They are up to something. Jesus. Piracy insurance. Oh, just keep typing again. Look how typing again. Oh yeah, Ian sucks. He bullied you? Oh my god, this really is. Who the hell could bully you? You're like the least bulliest person. I I better start dinner. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. All right, my loves. Thank you for coming and spending some time on the beach with me. This was fun. A little time around the campfire. Listening to me rant as usual and sharing wonderful, wonderful things in the chats. Do you have to be on the app? Yeah, you do, Max. You can't be in a browser. You can't be in a browser. I know. Bummer, right? I'd love to be in a browser and be able to do an emoji. Or an emoji. An emoji. I do lots of emotions at the computer. But anyway. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap her now and I will totally. Oh my God, Tupelo, thanks for coming. Are you kidding me? It wouldn't be anything without you guys. Be talking to myself again. Jesus, when am I gonna stop? But thanks for coming in. Thanks for being friends. Thanks for fighting the good fight and caring about other people, as I know you all do. Maybe even some of those lurkers do, or maybe they learned something. Who knows? The day's young. The night is still young. And so are we. All right, loves. Have a good one. Be kind. Be open.